Yo, welcome back to the podcast. Live in the gym with your boy, Hood Governor. You know what I'm saying? Today I wanted to kick off a couple topics. You know, starting out with, we're going to chop it up a little bit about your boy DJ Envy and the scams he pulling. Then he want us to believe that he don't know nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the topic that everybody seems to be talking about right now is Kodak Black interview on Drink Champs. Shouts out to Kodak Black. Shouts out to Drink Champs. Then you got Ray J. You know what I'm saying? He even spoke on the issue, which is, to me, out of the left. But, he was mentioned in the podcast, you know what I'm saying, by Kodak. So I guess he had to get himself involved. He could have just let it die, but, not Ray J. So, 21 Savage, you know what I'm saying? His name was brought up as well, and he had some things to say. I even watched the interview, I watched the DJ Academics, shout out to Academics, how he mixed it up and explained, his relationships with both Kodak and 21 Savage. I don't know 21 Savage, but I met Kodak, but we're going to elaborate a little bit later on that. But, you know what I'm saying? And then again, there's another hot topic in sports is Dwight Howard's ass. You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody seems to be on Dwight Howard ass. You feel me? And the things that he got going on. But shouts out to my boy Cam and Mace Pauls on that one. You feel me? Let's go Dwight Howard. For Dwight Howard, I know it was or had to be shameful to admit that you've been having consensual relations with a man when you've been secretly doing this, for however long and no one knew, or it wasn't publicly out there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to really do what you did for everybody to know, but it's been out there for a while. I've read articles or heard rumored, and it's not even rumored anymore. You can Google it on Dwight Howard actually having an ass surgery. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've heard that many years ago. You know what I'm saying? Along with other people's name brought up in it. But Mace made a great point on the Kevin Mace show. It is what it is. I think that's the name of their show. But Mace brought up a great point. Like, what you do in your bedroom isn't just your business. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that what you do in your bedroom does affect me. I agree 100% about that. You know what I'm saying? And I've used the example of, because if you're secretly gay and I choose not to deal with gay people, not saying that I don't, but I'm just saying, if I was one of those people who chose not to deal with gay people because of my preference or my religious belief for whatever reason, and you're secretly gay, I take that as you as a dishonest person. I take that as a manipulative person. You know what I'm saying? It's so many ways I can go with that. And it also, I take that as, you violated me. You know what I'm saying? They said, well, how did he violate you? By him not telling you that he's gay. The fact that you violated me on so many purposes, because so many grounds, you didn't allow me the opportunity to not deal with you. Instead, you secretively, dishonestly, manipulatively kept these things hidden from me about yourself under the disguise or deception of you being the type of person that I am, So you didn't give me the right to choose if I want to deal with you or not. So you violated my trust, which you violated me. Not only that, we can go as far as saying you slandered me. Right? I should be able to file a defamation of character lawsuit against you. because you slandered me. Well, how the hell did he slander you, Hood? Well, here's the thing. If people know you gay or know you uh, having sex with men or whatever, and I deal with you, but I'll deal with you under the impression that you're not gay, that you are who you say you are, and secretly, I don't know what you do in your bedroom or what these other people know. But the reason I say is you're slandering me because, these people know that you're gay. And if they know you gay, then what do they think about me? Because I deal with you and I don't know you gay. So I deal with you heavy. You know what I'm saying? I rocks with you, I fucks with you on the regular. So these people might think that, like they say, old school, birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? So where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? And you're guilty by association. So therefore, if you're known as being gay and I don't know you as being gay, I'm being slandered or talked about in certain circles as I'm potentially, or I could potentially be gay. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though, I'm being slandered, manipulated, you know what I'm saying, gaslighted, because every time somebody bring this up, you talk how absurd, how crazy this is. You know what I'm saying? But besides all that, I'm not gonna get too deep into Dwight Howard's ass. You know what I'm saying? And pause, I mean his business. You know what I'm saying? That's his business. You know what I'm saying? Again, and for those now that it's out there, you know what I'm saying, they have the choice to make whether they want to continue on dealing with Dwight Howard or not. But at least now that they know the truth about Dwight Howard, they can make a discernment decision for themselves of if they want to continue to deal with Dwight Howard or not. But damn, Dwight, boy, you dropped the ball on this one, boy. I was wondering when I heard that indictment and I heard how the shit went down, I was wondering, was Dwight Howard trying to rape that motherfucker, man? What you were trying to get a threesome, Dwight? On ass, nigga? Man, y'all niggas got to be crazy, man. This shit got to be stopped, man. A threesome on ass. Come on, man. Pause, my nigga. Hey, for real, bro. Hey, that's some wild shit you got going on, boy. Now I see why you ain't never reach your full potential, boy. I see what the fuck going on really now with you. You know what I'm saying? One time Shaq said you supposed to be a 30-10 or a 30-15 type of player, but you wouldn't focus on that motherfucking rim. You was focused on another type of rim, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't worry about motherfucker that basket or that goal, nigga. You were trying to put the ball in another hole, man. You you on something else, boy. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let that shit go because that's on you, my nigga. But yeah, so, switching gears here, another subject we was going to talk about it. We're going to get into because I'm kind of blown with that one. But so everybody probably by now, or most people have, who keep up with entertaining, seen Drink Champs with Kodak Black, the interview. Probably hard to watch for a lot of people. And I was a weed head once before. So, I could say I was an addict once. You know what I'm saying? Because I was addicted to weed. But, it was probably a hard interview to watch for some people who was on more harder drugs than I was. Because you can clearly see that Kodak was, I want to say that he was, high. I don't know. But it seemed as if he was angsty, and he talking a little slurred, but again, we're going to talk some more about that. But yeah, so he brought up a few names, man, and people was in their feelings about it. And a lot of people felt like Nori shouldn't even done the interview nor released the interview, being that they see the state that Kodak was in. They like, yo, he wasn't there. Like, he was hey, you shouldn't even done that interview when you seen that young man come through the door like that. But, Nori stressed that he reached out to Kodak several times before and he couldn't get him in. this is that was a collaboration joint, that kind of like Wack put together, and a couple more people made sure that Kodak got there. You know what I'm saying? Even though he still was late, but he showed up. And Nori wasn't going to pass up on that opportunity to interview Kodak. So the fact that he showed up and Nori got him, so Nori interviewed him and he done his due diligence. But this got to be the first time that I ever say that since I've been watching Drink Champs, that Nori seemed very uncomfortable on his own podcast. I don't know if he didn't know how to come at Kodak. He didn't know how to address Kodak. He kind of dragged the game that they play out. He kind of dragged that out a little longer because he didn't know what kind of question to ask Kodak. Because, Kodak, he felt like some of the question was kind of aggy. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell from his response that, he even shot one response was to a question that Nori asked. Nori said, do you believe in voodoo? Do you do voodoo? And Kodak looked at him and he thought about it for a minute. Then the other gentleman, the other Haitian that was in the room, he said, man, why y'all always gotta affiliate voodoo with Haitian? But, so being Kodak is Zoe and he speak about it, that woo, when he say woo, so, but at the same time, that's not only a shot at Kodak, but it's a shot at his direct descendants and their beliefs and their faith. So when you say that, you know what I'm saying? So Kodak dodged that question pretty good, but he hit Nori back with a question. He was like, what is it like when you niggas sold your soul? And Nori was like, I ain't did it yet. I ain't all the way. I'm a little bit, so he didn't know how to answer that question. He felt like, damn, he could tell that was a jab because, he was on the fence for answering the question. So it's like the conversation and the interview was good. I liked it. I enjoy watching Kodak. To some people, he's kind of hard to watch because he's all over the place a lot of times. I think he's very intellectual for those who don't know. And here's why I say that. I'm gonna jump here, then I'm gonna go back. Me and Kodak shared about 3 to 4 hours together. Personally, conversation, engagement. And I'm saying in the federal prison, we kicked it. We kicked it and hung out for about 3 to 4 hours. Both of us was in transit. I watched Kodak get off the plane and enter a bus. They took me off my bus and put me on the bus where Kodak was on already. And I made it my business to go back to the back of the bus where Kodak was, being both of us from South Florida. So when I got back there, the first thing I said was South Florida in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And Kodak back there. The young brother was back there. And, Kodak was Kodak. So a lot of people think that this is an act, they think that Kodak is strung out on drugs or whatever. But when I met Kodak, Kodak was sober. Kodak was, he was sober. He was clear-headed. He was, he was in prison. You know what I'm saying? He was arrested. But he acted and talked the same way. It's not like when I'm watching on the interviews, I don't see a different Kodak. I do see sometimes drugs. I could tell when, I don't know what kind of drugs he on. I could tell when he, under the influence or whatever drug he chooses to use. So it is a little difference, but in his movements and how he talk, he is one of those type of people. If you don't know Kodak, he's not quick to respond when you say something. Kodak gonna think about what he says before he say it, period. If you don't know Kodak, then that's Kodak. He gonna think before he say whatever he's gonna say, unless sometimes, I'm not around him all the time. I'm pretty sure like most black men, we fly off the handle a little bit. But, he said something about Ray J, and I'm talking about Ray J was like, on his response, shoot me the fade. Let's get it on. Let's have fun. Let me explain something to y'all. Ray J and rest of y'all boys, man, that's on Kodak. Bootsy, you know what I'm saying? Much respect to Bootsy. Shouts out to Bootsy on a lot of other shit before this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really was a big fan of Bootsy, and not just music wise, but you know the whole movement Bootsy had going on from way back. Definitely thought it was one of the best rappers. You know what I'm saying? Of my generation. But Bootsy, you know, he tends to rant. And Bootsy isn't one of the people who think about what they say before they say it. He listens to respond. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you stop talking, Bootsy start talking. So, you know, he's one of those guys. I ain't saying he's not intelligent or anything. I'm just saying he's the type of person who listens to respond. So, you know, Bootsy will fly off the handle a little bit in conversation. And not that he don't mean what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? So, but Bootsy is the type of person, you know, maybe things don't come out clearly or as perfect or the explanations might not be as understandable, or his answers might not be as direct. But you know, so when Bootsy speaking on Kodak though in 6ix9ine, it's hard for me to listen to because I'm saying this is the same Bootsy who rocks with T.I. You know, and everybody know, and I ain't hard on T.I. I'm just saying I use him as an example. So shouts out to T.I. just because I don't give a fuck. I don't know T.I. Don't know nothing about T.I. And you know what I'm saying? So I was just down for 14 and a half years. I done been around rats before. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I can get in a snake full of dens and operate. I mean, a den full of snakes and operate and pop my shit. Easy. Done it before. Several times, many years. So most people who know me, they know how I operate. They know the type of people I be around. I'm always in the trenches. I'm always in the mix. But I'm older now, and I'm out of that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? Even though people still call me hood, I feel like I'm suburb now. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of terrified to be in the hood. Let's just keep it 100. So it is what it is. Not that I'm scared of the hood or I think down on the hood. I'm just thinking every time I see a celebration or a gathering in the hood nowadays, it's always ending up in shots fired. You know, E-Boy City, down there in Tampa, you know, St. Pete. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy how that went down over the weekend for the holiday weekend, you know, and then you got to be leery of these pagan holidays. You know what I'm saying? Halloween is the goons and the goblins and the spirits come out. And so, you know, people wearing masks and all kind of evil, demonic things, you know. But I'm just stay on topic here about Kodak and Ray J. And, you know, Ray J called Kodak out for a fade. But I want to say, yeah, Ray J, I believe you can probably whoop Kodak. Because most of the time, Kodak is in a feeling good mode. And he ain't really on that. He just a vibing person. You know, so, you know, you over there trying to thug. And I done seen videos of you thugging with your gang members and, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But, so, with that being said, still, for all y'all, don't think that a nigga gonna let y'all do a motherfucking thing to Kodak and still come to South Florida and hang out the way y'all hanging out. That's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So, before y'all make a decision on what y'all want to do to Kodak, or y'all calling Kodak out for this and for that, y'all gotta understand Kodak is a whole wave. Kodak is, you know, a lot of y'all niggas are industry plants. Kodak is a plant that grew out the street. You know what I'm saying? Different type of plant. So, you know what I'm saying? And he's a Florida plant like a palm tree. So when you see a palm tree, I don't give a damn where you at. You could be in California. When you see the palm tree, you're going to think about Florida. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Miami, you definitely see a flamingo anywhere. You see a flamingo, I don't give a where you see a flamingo at, you're going to know that's Florida. You feel me? So Kodak is kind of like those, a flamingo and a palm tree. You're going to know where he's standing, where he's from when you see him and deal with him. You know what I'm saying? So he's from South Florida. So, you know, when y'all talk about doing something to Kodak, y'all are really talking about violating South Florida and the young niggas on the street that grew up listening to Kodak, and then the Zoes that's represented by Kodak. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I really respect how 21 Savage, you know, answered, you know what I'm saying, his response. When, even though, you know, whether genuine or not, he said, hey, you know, I wish you the best, little bro. I mean, you know, somewhere we got off, but I ain't gonna back down. You ain't gonna back down. But I ain't trying to go there with you because I ain't no pussy. You ain't no pussy. I ain't saying you is. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't acting funny because I've been doing shit with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Way before we was even on the freshman cover of the magazine, I was doing shit with Drake. So, you know, I'm not acting funny. It's just that it might seem like that. Which things can get distorted. Things can get distorted. It's just, as men, we get an understanding. So when we feeling or thinking a certain type of way, it's best that we call. If dude, a brother or a partner of yours, somebody you really vibing with, it's best to call them, man. Call them, holler at them, bro. Get that vibe. See what it is, man. Don't just assume, bro. Cause see, that's where we go wrong here when we start assuming. Cause we don't get the other man a fair chance to accept or deny his plausible. So I'm gonna leave it like that with Kodak, man, and 21 Savage. And it's just, I find it, you know, so much going on, man, to the point where we got to really be awoke to what's going on around us. Because while y'all out there arguing about, you know, music and what's going on, man, days are getting shorter, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really come to some type of agreement, man, and get money together, because power of uniting, you know what I'm saying? They don't want us to buy all the farmland. They want us to buy all the cars off the lot. They don't want us to invest in stock market, the beef. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to buy water. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to do this. They want us to continue to buy all the jewelry, clothes, cars, and things like that. Then I'm just saying, brothers, we got to come together and create us a market, you know, and we got to stop killing each other and shooting, man. So I really didn't have a lot to say. I just wanted to address that fact that about Kodak Black and his interview on Drink Champs and how everybody is attacking Kodak. And, you know, and just to let people know that, you know, you can't always get upset when you hear your name being spoken on. And I ain't saying you can't address it. And I ain't never said that. I said you can't get upset to the point where you call people out. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Ray J, how many other times your name been implemented in some other type of fuck shit and you didn't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? So let's think about it. So if every time somebody says your name in the way you don't like, you respond by going out and do your own interview, your own live, and I think that's clout chasing. But in most instances, you know, we have to put our thought process before our actions, you know, because if we don't, we'll end up in a reckless situation to where we regret what we did, you know. And You know, but you know, enough of that, because it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. At the end of the day, it ain't like it's the World War. See, that ain't entertainment. That's action over there. You know what I'm saying? Them boys actually, it's action over there. They ain't, the only entertainment is the baby crying over there. You know, so. But let's talk a little bit about sports, man. Let's get to some sports. Of course, y'all know I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Bucks fan. I'm a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. I'm a Florida State fan. And outside of that, I love all my Florida teams when they playing outside of Florida against other teams. All right? So, but I'm talking about the Lakers right now. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because the Lakers went out and made all them fuck-ass moves and ain't bringing no other superstars, my nigga. And I'm looking around and I'm looking at the Clippers. I'm looking at the Phoenix Suns. I'm like, how the fuck can the Phoenix Suns get Eric Gordon, get Kevin Durant, get goddamn it, your boy over there who been over there, but they drafted him. So Devin Booker. So, you know, and they got one more player over there, Bradley Beal. How the fuck you got Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Eric Gordon on the same motherfucking team? Let's stop talking about the Miami Heat now. Ain't all that superpower shit. This shit here, them went way to the level. Now you got the LA Clippers, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. You got newly acquired Westbrook, James Harden, and PJ Tucker. Come on, man. We ain't even got to play the motherfucking season. I'm ready to get the Clippers the ball out. Man, go ahead and get them the trophy. Them niggas so hard up for that motherfucker, man. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. But see, I just figured it out. Viral moment right here. So, James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, PJ Tucker, and James Harden. That's 5 starters on one team. And not one of those players is a leader. Not now one of them. You name a leader. Paul George ain't a leader. Kawhi Leonard's not a leader. Westbrook isn't a leader. James Harden isn't a leader. PJ Tucker isn't a leader. You got 5 perennial players over there. And none of them is a leader. How's they going? Who won? What is the identity over there? Good luck to the coach. But back to my Lakers, man. You know, I find it so sad, man, that we played Orlando Magic. And every night ain't going to be a night. Every night ain't going to be a night you're going to throw down. But, hey, man, there's some teams out there should know that they don't deserve to be on the floor with the Lakers. All right? You're talking about maybe $300 million less in roster. I'm talking about money. The roster's probably $300 less. So, this is the team that you're fighting against. This is the team that you're catching hell against tonight. You're actually catching pure hell playing the Orlando Magics. Why? Why are you catching hell playing the Orlando Magics? Who over there? I can't remember nobody over there.